Self-isolation day 7. What should we talk about? What's happened in the boxing world? Can't think of anything. What's happened in boxing that I can somehow talk about for 10 minutes? A lot of people have asked me about my 2020 versus 1990 and 1980 vids. Those vids are coming, people. 1990 should be fun though. Mike Tyson versus Tyson Fury. In fact, there were 3 heavyweights you could choose from back then. Evander Holyfield, right? He was there. Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson. Obviously, Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas in 1990. And also in 1990, Buster Douglas lost to Evander Holyfield. So who am I going to choose? Obviously, I'm going to choose Mike Tyson. So yeah, that video's coming. What's happened in the boxing world? Okay. Eddie Hearn said yesterday, I think it was on his Instagram live, that Demetrius Andrade's next fight will be a mandatory defense of his WBO middleweight crown. That mandatory defense will be against Liam Williams, promoted by Frank Warren and Queensbury Promotions. I like Liam Williams. I think he's a solid fighter, a good fighter. Has improved, I think, since going to 160. Has improved since he's joined the Ingle camp. I actually thought he might be a bit too small for 160. That might sound stupid, but it's just because of his style of fighting. He's very aggressive, very come forward, likes to bully fighters. And I thought at 154, he was always quite big. At 160, I thought he's not going to be able to bully the 160 guys. But clearly he's grown into the weight and he is bullying the 160 guys. He's only lost twice, both of those to Liam Smith. The first fight, was it like a doctor stoppage? And that was for a world title. That's for the WBO world title at 154 pounds. The second fight, he lost by majority decision. So look, I think Liam Smith is pretty decent. So no shame in that loss. Since then, and obviously since jumping to 160, I think he's had 4 or 5 fights and he's won all 5, I think, by stoppage. Could be wrong. His last fight was against Atlantis Fox at the Copper Box. Was it the Copper Box? It was the Copper Box. Stopped him, and I don't remember what round. I think it was the 4th or 5th round. Yeah. Someone, a few people don't believe there's actually coffee in here. There is coffee in here. Yeah, in terms of same opponents, obviously Demetrius Andrade fought Atlantis Fox in 2017, went all the way, although it was very comfortable. So that's their mutual opponent. Make of that what you want. So decent fight for Liam Williams. Well done to him for securing another world title shot. This won't be an easy fight for Demetrius Andrade. I think Demetrius Andrade has enough skills to get through this, but he sometimes does struggle against brawlers. I mean, if you stand off him and try and have a boxing match, then I think he'll get the best of you. But against brawlers, he does struggle a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see what he does against Liam Williams. But I do expect Liam Williams to kind of put up a good effort, but ultimately lose. Because I think Demetrius Andrade is just a couple of levels above him. That being said, it's just not happening for Demetrius Andrade, is it? It's just not happening at all. This was a 2-weight world champion, unbeaten, as an amateur, a standout amateur, by the way, standout amateur. A lot of people thought he was going to go on to win Olympic golds. Won gold in the World Championships, Golden Gloves winner. I think he got a silver in the Pan American Games. I think, might need to check that. But it's just not happening. It really isn't. This isn't against him, by the way, because I think he's capable of fighting the best fighters when he was at 154, beating them, 160, beating them. I think even if he goes to 168, he'll cause some problems. But he's just not had a big fight. Let me quickly bring up his box rec before I get embarrassed with what I'm saying here. Hold on 2 seconds, people them. Demetrius Andrade. This is the slowest laptop in the history of fucking laptops. All right, so 154 pounds. Beat Vans by split decision. Solid win, by the way. Vans, I rate, or back then anyway. Obviously, Vans was unbeaten. Then defended that belt against Brian Rose, Puchetta, Willie Nelson, and finally Jack Colkay. Colsey. You know what I'm talking about. That's what he done at 154 pounds. Bear in mind, at the time, at 154 pounds, both Charlo brothers were there. Lara was there. Canelo, I think, was there. Who else would have been there? All the other guys, like Austin Trout would have been there. There's a few. There's literally, that was a time it was actually a very deep division. So it was about 10 guys in and around, which would have been big fights. Didn't get any of them, right? Didn't get any of them. Then jumped to 160, had that fight against Alantez Fox. Was he put down in that fight? I can't remember, but comfortable anyway, aside from that. Had that fight against Walter Kadandokwa from Namibia. Funny story about Walter Kadandokwa is I commentated on one of his fights in Zimbabwe. I think it was his fight after this. So he's gone from fighting Demetrius Andrade for a world title to fighting in front of about 100 people in this weird converted hall in Zimbabwe. I mean, fucking hell. Boxing. Fuck me, boxing. Then who has he fought after that? Akavov, Selecki, good fight, and Luke Keeler. Obviously, there was supposed to be a Billy Joe Saunders in there. That's not his fault. But again, at 160, I mean, again, you can reel off the names that are there or in and around him at 160 at the time. Danny Jacobs, Golovkin, Canelo again, Billy Joe Saunders, I know this issue. Jamal Charlo is at 160. Guys like Derevchenko, 160. Even a fucking Chris Eubank Jr. He hasn't fought any of these guys. None. Like, surely the idea was you sign with Matchroom and DAZN or whatever, and they get you the big fights. What big fights are they getting him? And now he's fighting Liam Williams. It's just not happening. He can't secure a big fight, a meaningful fight. We're talking, 30 fights into his career now, and he's not had a big one. He's very much like Terence Crawford, right? Terence Crawford, again, unbeaten, freeweight world champion. Where's the big fight? Where's the meaningful fight? The only thing, I guess, that saves Terence Crawford is that we all have Terence Crawford, I say all, I do, as a top 3 pound for pounder. Demetrius Andrade, people probably won't even mention him in their top 15, maybe even not even top 20. It's just not working out. I mean, I think this is a good fight for Liam Williams, right? Liam Williams will be excited. He fights Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade will be thinking, Liam Williams? And this isn't discrediting Liam Williams. I've already waxed lyrical about him. I think he's a good boxer. But that doesn't excite Demetrius Andrade. It doesn't, right? I mean, Billy Joe Saunders, who you were supposed to fight, who tested positive for something, looks like he might be getting a Canelo fight. You got Golovkin in and around there. Looks like he might be getting the Canelo fight after that. You got Danny Jacobs, who fought Canelo. You got Danny Jacobs, who might be getting a Callum Smith fight. There's even some whispers, of a Jamal Charlo versus Chris Eubank Jr. fight. And you were on the outside wagging your tail, fighting the likes of Luke Keeler. Who else did he fight again? Selecki, who's a good one, no disrespect, Akavov, and Kotundokwa. It's not good enough, is it? It's not good enough. I guess he's getting paid well by Matchroom, right? Because I don't hear him complaining too much, but Eddie Hearn really needs to pull something out of the bag for him, really. I know he sent offers to Jamal Charlo, or maybe sent a text, or whatever he's done. He needs to do something because he's 32 now. Again, we're talking a 2-weight world champion, good amateur background. He should be a star. He should be a star, and he's not. He's not, because he's not had that one career-defining fight. Not one. I mean, the closest thing on there to a career-defining fight is Vans. And that was, How many years ago was Vans? 2013. 7 years ago. Boy. All right. Anyway, that fight. Good fight. We don't know when it's going to happen. It should happen immediately after this coronavirus. So expect that fight to go down around September, October. But yeah, what do you guys make of that? Is that harsh on DEMETRIUS Andrade? I don't think it is. I think he's just a talented fighter who, unfortunately, is not being allowed to showcase his talents because he's not being put in the ring with other talented fighters. That simple. Peace. Guys, sorry, it's me again. I'm back. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, please like and share the videos. It really does help the channel a lot. And if you want to support the channel, I do have a Patreon account. The link is in the description. All right, I'm done. Peace.